Okay, I'm sorry, Black Onyx Pile. The video I had started cut off on me, so I saw your cards already, and I already kind of got a little bit of a message for you, so I'm gonna jump into it, okay? You are definitely in some type of energy of battling your ego, okay, and being recognized for the movements and the communication and the forwardness of your accomplishments. And so I feel like this envy card that came out and this summer card about bask, enjoy, and light is that you're like pissed or you're real fired up about not getting some sort of recognition, victory in your efforts of like what you have been believing in and standing your ground about. You're like, I mean, with the envy card, I feel like you could be really thinking about your ego. Like well, not thinking about your ego, but your ego is thinking about you. And that's why you could be in this energy of real defensiveness. And this new moon intention for you is to really look at what are you envious about? I mean, are you looking at somebody else's, are you looking at somebody else's joy and light and being like, I never got acknowledged for my movement towards that, for communicating those things. Like, I'm getting mines. How come nobody? Real defensive. Yeah, this envy and the nine of fire of wands. I mean, all of these tarot cards are fire. You're super fired up. Your new moon intention, I think, is to I intend for myself freedom. I think for some reason, because fire likes to be free too. Okay, I wanted to just get some messages, like maybe clear messages from your higher self, and you have a few. So let's go ahead and look at this. I don't know if I can live up to your image of me. Okay, so what you're holding on to, this ego driven, I made success, I bask in this glory. Oops. I don't know if is that the image that you can live up to? Are you making movement and communicating things and being like a mask? Are you fired up? You know, like, are you envious of others that maybe are not wearing a mask? Because it's like, I don't know if I can live up to your image. You might feel trapped in your image, like you're really looking at it, at least with this new moon intention. Look at your image of yourself, you know. And the Six of Wands is here. It's like, that is an ego-based card. Life would feel empty without you by my side. Yeah, I think that you could be in an energy of like, why weren't my efforts of, you know, of all the hard work that I put in, the Nine of Wands, Nine of Fire, all that hard work I put in making movement and communicating my success, my joy, my abundance. Why didn't I get that recognition and validation? You know, why wasn't I, basically, why isn't my life, you know, being acknowledged, that it's so valuable, that someone would feel empty without me? I'm envious. Maybe you're looking at another person like, why don't you acknowledge me, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so I don't trust easily. Oh yeah, Yeah, maybe someone, or you're just, your intention for this new moon, I think, is to look at why don't you trust? And is it dealing with these issues of being validated or feeling like you're not being validated for your good work? Like, you're a good person. Like, I'm seeing like you're a really hard worker. Like, you put action behind your stuff. Okay, 9 of fire and the 8 of fire and the 6 of fire. It's like you be charging. You really be charging. And you'd get success. So what's your problem? Because somebody's not telling you. I don't trust easily. Yourself is like, you need to validate yourself. That's why you don't trust, because you don't trust yourself. Look at that. Intentions. I trust myself. I pull in trust for myself. It was like a fairy tale when we met. It was like a fairy tale when we met. This is so, oh, you guys. Okay, black onyx. Do some grounding now that I'm like seeing the significance of this crystal. You are a beautiful fairy tale magic person that you have so much fire and passion, and you really make things happen. Like, wow, I think you're like an incredible like magician, if that sounds like weird. I really think like the bee too on here is coming to me, that like, in the honeycomb, oh my gosh, like you really supply a lot of people. Wow, something else is coming through for me is like family thing. If you really pollinate this world, and you like you know, the bees is like, we couldn't be here without them or something like that. Because they like go around and they make these crops, they communicate and make action and movement, you know, and they really go hard, and they really like, and they and they be fighting for their honeycomb too. And it brings you joy and light to be this kind of magician for your family or for other people. But, you know, if you're not feeling validated by them, why are you doing it? Are you doing it for the validation and the ego? Because if that is the case, go inside and remember you're the fairy tale